Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to your continuing coverage of the defense report and organized by joinDOTA, commentated by Toshley, and sponsored by Razor and BenQ. Unfortunately, there was no captain's draft for this game. It seems there was an error or a remake or something, and as a result, we're jumping straight into all pick. Everyone has already selected their heroes, all the heroes have been banned, and so on and so forth. We will be continuing on with Game 2 of Na'Vi versus WhA's agents for the playoffs in the defense too. We saw the team of Na'Vi hold a dominating lead for an entire hour as they sort of thrashed around the team of WhA's agents. Can they bring it back in the second game and bring it to a third game, or are Na'Vi going to beat the series 2-0? Beat this game rather 2-0. We will have to wait and see, as we will jump straight into the game in the next couple of moments. Yes, indeed, here we are over on the side of the team of Na'Vi. On the Radiant side, we have Arsart playing as a Shadow Demon, Light of Heaven taking up the role of the Queen of Pain, Dendi playing as a Tinker once again. After Dendi's spectacular performance as a Tinker in the previous game, very surprised WhA's agents would let them grab a hold of him once again. We have Captain Puppy sitting in the role of the Chen, and last but by no means least, we have Blow Your Brain as stand-in playing as the SK. And over on the team of WhA's agents, we have stand-in Unicorn making an appearance once again, playing as that Morphling. We have Fatta playing as the Leshrac, HHNP playing as the Venomancer, RMC taking up the role of the Enigma, and over down the bottom lane, we have Cry Asia playing as that Beastmaster. Both teams making the way up north. The first engagement is going to happen in this top lane. We have Dendi taking the lead as a Tinker, pushing himself very far forward, looking for any early aggression, early damage that he can deal with. He could get caught out. There is no backup, or yeah, they're moving in the next couple of moments. He'll be fine. He'll be fine, especially with the use of the Shadow Demon. We've got a nice bit of synergy to come out. I really wish, you know what I love about Captain's Draft? There are time to analyze the composition from both sides, but there is no time for this because we could potentially be jumping straight into the action. I like the ward placement. I like Fatta staying on the high ground here, giving vision of anyone that's walking by this little pathway here. And as a result, it seems WhA's agents are going to retreat off. Na'Vi continuing to push forward. Counter-warding action going down immediately, and their ward that they just placed just got taken down by WhA's agents. But in the end, both sides going to back off. Yep, both sides retreating off. They're neither going to engage, and suddenly Queen of Pain disconnects from the game. So Light of Heaven being removed out, the pause is being had, the game has just begun. Where are the runes? Well, the game actually hasn't begun. We're 8 seconds before the game officially, technically begins, where the creeps spawn and so on and so forth. And a pause is actually something I'm not going to complain about, because it gives me a little bit of time to analyze the team compositions. Also in the chat here, we see it is confirmed that it is a remake, and it will not be a long pause, unfortunately, because Queen of Pain has just done. This is probably the only circumstance where I would have liked a long pause at the beginning, is to analyze the team composition, analyze the lanes, see exactly how it will unfold, who will come out ahead. And it's looking like potentially a tri-lane up top, maybe. We have Chen, who already wants to make his way into their jungle, steal some of their creeps. However, he could just return straight back into the jungle of Na'Vi, of the Radiant, and no such thing would happen. Going back to block the creep wave ever so slightly, we have SK, combination of SK and Shadow Demon over in the top lane, a very classic combination, not as effective as Leshrac and Shadow Demon, but still working out very nicely. And Chen looks like we are indeed going to have that tri-lane. We already have Arsart making his way towards the jungle. However, counter-warding has come out for WhA's agents. They're doing exactly what Na'Vi did to them in the previous game. They're blocking the camp to make it so that Chen has a little bit more of a difficult time getting those powerful creeps to assist, and he's going straight in. Here's something that WhA's agents didn't do, going straight to the other hard cap, and already we're moving in on the Enigma, but we have the Venomancer to come and reinforce, Tornado to fly out. It's going to completely obliterate this easy camp that Enigma oh so desperately wants. This is very smart, a nice little cute play, and what's great is at this stage they cannot take on this Wildkin, or maybe they can because he's too busy with the Tornado, but reinforcements are rolling in. Puppy has returned. The conversion is immediately getting taken down here. But Puppy has to be careful. Reinforcements are rolling in. We do have the Venomancer alongside the Enigma. Enigma's actually being forced to back off because of this annoying as hell Tornado. It's still chasing after him. The worst level 1 thing for them to possibly pick up. I'm sure he's cursing at the monitor. I would be, man. Screw that shit. Over in the middle lane, we will have a solo Leshrac fighting it out against Dendi on the role of the Tinker, as we mentioned several times. Light of Heaven as the Queen of Pain, taking up the solo bottom lane, with Beastmaster echoing that as well. No doubt going to be stacking this Ancient camp with the ball once he gets it to level 2. Puppy still continuing to deal harassment, not so much using the Wildkin to gank, but because we have that annoying as hell Tornado, we're just going to use it to deal harassment, which is really great. We're not going to go for ganks, we're just going to harass, and this is good, this is very smart. This is something that you need to do, and for some reason I lost track of Chen. No, he's backing up. Here he is. Here's his location. Looks like he's going to go for a Ring of Bacillus. whenever he gets the dosh for it. We have the Wildkin getting in position, blocking the easy camp as well. This Enigma is having a horrible time. This is a lot of gold. If these conversions get taken down, it's a lot of gold, but Malphite stun to come down. We have Venomous Scale to go down as well. Puppey is suddenly in a lot of trouble, but the conversion is going to get taken out. This could potentially pay for itself, but Puppey will be the victim of first blood. One more right click will do it, and he does get taken down. Enigma securing the first blood, so all of the farm that he was getting denied by the Puppey, by the Chen, by stealing creeps, by blocking the easy camp, was just paid back in the form of that first blood. So that didn't really work out. It's sort of if he didn't die, it would have been a fantastic strategy, but it has sort of evened itself out now. Looking at the gold, we have a slight advantage and slight XP advantage for the team of Na'Vi, but again, if we have a look at here, that it bounces back. It's not as significant as it would be if Puppey hadn't taken a fall there, but it was going to happen. But he did a nice amount of damage, and this Wildkin is still doing tons of damage. In fact, the Venomax is getting awfully low. He could get taken down by the Wildkin, but he is ultimately going to get taken down by the neutral camp. No last hits are going to be picked up. Trying to get a tornado off, actually, no, was way off. The cooldown, no mana or anything. But first blood being secured here by WhA has Agents, a good start. Are we going to see them bring it back in this game? We'll have to wait and see. Access to fly out. Light of Heaven is having a little bit of problem, but so is Cry Ager. Both of them are capable of dealing a lot of harassment. For some reason, the boar is in the air. I have no explanation for this. Chen has made his way back into the Radiant side of the jungle and is just going to do what Chen does. Farm his way to great justice. Hopefully pick up some nice creeps, such as a Troll Shaman, which will work out very nicely. And assist with some ganks.
Invisibility!
Invisibility to be secured here by the Leshrac. Will we utilize that in an attempted gank? A split earth to open would be very effective, but we have to be accurate with it because, of course, split earth, the timing's a little bit strange, and you have to sort of predict exactly where they will be. If they had someone to lead up the stun, like a Sand King, like a Shadow Demon, it would be pretty perfect, but both of those heroes have been secured up by Team Na'Vi. Sorry folks if it seems a little bit jerky. Fraps is having a bit of problem. We have Burrow Strike returning straight on the Venomous Scale to go down as well. An exchange of right clicks. Who's going to come out ahead? We have Arsart moving into position. This could be very bad for the Venomancer. One disruption to initiate is all that's necessary, but he is going to duke between the trees, make things a little bit more difficult. Another Burrow Strike to follow through, and this could easily be the death, but we have Malphite stun to come down and blow your brain. He might get taken down. Meanwhile, Morphling is taking a kill on the Shadow Demon, cutting around with the assistance of those conversions. Blow your brain is freaking dead, and what looked like a potential easy kill for the team of Na'Vi turned into a double death for them and unable to secure a kill on the Venomancer. Not a good exchange of affairs, not an even exchange of affairs by any means for the team of Na'Vi, putting them a little bit behind as of this moment. Taking a look at the gold, still a 500 advantage for Na'Vi with a 300 advantage, XP advantage, sorry my brain, why you do this, for the team of WhA has Asians. 22-16 in hand, and for the Queen of Pain, where the hell is that Beastmaster is the question of the day. He's all the way back at base, seems he got harassed all the way back, and we can see that evident in the fact that he is 4 for 4 on the creep score, not having a happy time at all. We has Asians pushing their way towards the tier 1 tower at the top lane. They won't be able to do all that much damage as reinforcements are already rolling in. But they've pushed it back a little, maybe getting a couple hits on the tower will make it all worth it, but just being able to continue to farm, at least for the Morphling, will be oh so glorious. I always wish that Fraps had a mute button like XSplit. XSplit's great. You can make a mute button, just press it if you need to cough or something, instead of having to pause it every single time. Also, XSplit doesn't crash at every single opportune moment. Split Earth to go down, just going to take down some of the creeps, not actually going on the Tinker. At least I hope not, because he was going for the Tinker. That was a miss and a half. I already see Light of Heaven pushing forward, Null Talisman in hand. Looks like he's going straight for a Necro, or maybe just Treads, then Necro Book. But we're going to be using the boar to stack this Ancient Camp, which is going to allow Beastmaster to get straight back on his feet. He's getting denied a lot of farm down in this bottom lane, but he's going to be able to get it back with the use of this stacking of the Ancient Camp. And as a Beastmaster, if you're in the off lane, you're near the Ancient Camp, you should always do this. There's no reason not to. It's essentially free gold. Once you get a Soul Ring, use your axes, you can clear out the camp without taking any damage with the exception of that Soul Ring. It is incredibly easy. We have a Satyr Hellcaller being utilized here by Chen. We're trying to move into position to take a kill here on the Beastmaster. It seems we're going in. Arsart is here as well. And the Queen of Pain is just sticking back for the moment, just going to continue to get a little bit of farm. Beastmaster is going to back off. While we didn't get a great engagement, we didn't do any damage. He's backed off away from the lane. He's not getting experience. So this works out in favor for Na'Vi. And despite being at a 3-kill deficit, thank you very much, The team of Na'Vi are doing what they can to even the playing field, as it were. And then we're currently pushing in the tower, going straight for the Beastmaster. Venomancer is here to reinforce as well. Venom Scale to go down on the Queen of Pain, actually just barely miss, and she will be able to blink away to safety anyway. More TPs rolling in. Malphus Sun Chen going to try and send the Shadow Demon back to base, and will it be enough? Will it? The health is getting so low. Magic want to go down. He just barely escapes from death, and Light of Heaven is now taking a lot of damage. Has to back off, blinks away to safety. Venomancer is going to take a fall. Suddenly the Shrek coming in from the behind. Queen of Pain falls and Puppy will fall as well, trying to do what damage before he gets taken down. Trying to get a kill on the Beastmaster, but it will not be enough. And the Seder Hellcaller not using any of the Hell Blasts. There we go, a couple to go out. And suddenly, oh wait, it's not a play that got disconnected. The Hellcaller will go down. He's just going to kill and actually deny himself with a neutral camp. May as well deny free gold and free farms from the Beastmaster. And once again, not the greatest engagement for the team of Na'Vi. They pushed ahead looking for some easy kills, and they only got a couple there and traded quite a few for it. I think Venom, who was... Well, at least they got a nice save on the Shadow Demon, just narrowly escaping death right there. Split Earth to go down, completely missing Light of Heaven. He's moving forward, Shadow Strike to go on. He can blink and scream, and it will deal a lot of damage, but the blink misses, and this will allow the Leshrac to get away. More TP's reinforcements coming in. The Beastmaster has returned to the fray, going to continue with the stacking, continue with the farming, and the Queen of Pain just going to sit back and get some delicious last hits, delicious farm, and so on and so forth. Ward's going down here on the rune. Haste rune has been spotted out immediately for the team of WhA's Asians. But Na'Vi are going to pick it up almost immediately. Oh, but it gets denied by the Plague Ward. Totally forgot about that. That was a bit silly of me, but nevertheless, very nicely done by WhA's Agents, immediately denying the ward. They're playing very nicely thus far in this game. Na'Vi are doing a great job as well, but so are WhA's Agents. They're doing exactly what they need to do to beat this team. And I love that we've placed a ward down here to prevent the stacking of this Beastmaster, the Ancient Camp, which I believe is only 2 stacks. I can't tell because they're all friggin' dragons. I'm pretty sure that's 2 stacks. Maybe 3? I'm not sure. I think it's just 2. But this is going to deny the insurance fund that the Beastmaster is saving up. That's what that Ancient Camp is. If you do badly in lane, you can get the XP back and the gold back from that Ancient Camp. While it's of course more beneficial to do well in lane and then completely plow the Ancient Camp, but if it's not the case anyway, blink to Burrow Strike or Shadow Strike to come in. However, the Beastmaster will simply be able to walk to the safety of the tower. Poppy and Arsad are here to reinforce. It might be enough. 2 Ursa warriors. Now this is going to be some pushing power, and it could potentially be a tier 1 if no reinforcements roll in. Tower's already taking damage. TPs are rolling in. We have Raw to go down on Poppy. He might take a fall here. Axes to fly out. Disruption to be used. And Hand of God to go down. This might be enough to help out. And a Black Hole to pick up 2 members. No, it's not going on Light of Heaven. And RMC is getting bursted down, but Poppy's getting awfully low as well. Malphus Sun to go down and him eating his way to safety. Enigma takes a fall. Purge should land down there on the Beastmaster. He's going to try and run to safety. Will it be enough? Queen of Pain is moving in. 1 blink and 1 more right click will be enough to take him down. But suddenly Dendy is here. Laser beam straight to the face, and the Beastmaster takes a fall. When Na'Vi were looking a little bit behind, they pushed it straight back. They secured themselves 3 kills at the cost of nothing. Poppy still surviving that. I don't even know how. Hand of God at the perfect opportunity. And this is going to be a tier 1 tower for them, but it has come at a trade because the team of WhA's Agents are continuing to push out this top lane as the entire team of Na'Vi are down bottom, and they've just secured a tier 1 tower. They could get a tier 2. The fortification is available. They should be able to take the tier 1 here, kill it down, and then return back to the tier 2 and bring it to safety. No TPs coming out just yet, but it seems the team of WhA's Agents realize that they should back off or else they will die a possibly very horrible death. Boots of Travel are in hand for the Tinker. 10 minutes in, Boots of Travel, it's about pretty much the Tinker's been getting as much free farm as he wants. Meanwhile, we have Queen of Pain getting taken down by the Leshrac. He is dived in deep. And the entire team of Na'Vi getting caught out here. A lot of them falling. Blow Your Brain is going to be the next to be taken down, but he has an invisibility rune, so he should be fine. Dendy moving in, laser beams and rockets to fly out, but the Raw to go down. This could be the death of Dendy with Boots of Travel currently on cooldown, but a nice Burrow Strike to be used. Epicenter being channeling up and a lot of damage to be dealt, but Dendy takes a fall, and the Epicenter damage is not enough, and a triple kill to be secured here by Leshrac for the team of WhA's Agents. Suddenly Na'Vi looking strong. Suddenly they just get brought back into, well, a sort of a stance of behind the rest of the I didn't know where I was going with that. Sorry, folks. However, in the XP department, only a 500 advantage for the team of WhA's Agents, despite all these great victories that they have achieved for themselves. In the gold department, still a 1k advantage for Na'Vi. So despite the fact that WhA's Agents are looking very well thus far, due to the fact that the Beastmaster is getting denied so much farm, he's unable to stack this Ancient Camp because of the ward here, and he's still trying to do it, but it's not working, of course, because of this frickin' Observer ward. they're not getting exactly what they need. Burrow Strike to land there, down there on the Morphling. He will just be able to waddle his way to safety. Has a Perseverance. Not sure if he's going to go for a Lincoln's first or if he'll just go straight into a Thorough Blade. Typically, you would pick up a Perseverance, and from there on out, it really depends from, well, wherever you want to go. Perseverance is a really great item for Morphling. Gives a bit of regen, gives a bit of mana regen. It's all you need. Na'Vi pushing out this middle lane. We're pushing forward a nice little army of Chen creeps. Rockets flying out there. All duds, however, no one was in range. But this tier 1 tower would take a very rapid fall indeed, but reinforcements are already rolling in. Malphite starting to go down there on Puppy. Should be absolutely fine. Denny going to secure himself a Rune of Regeneration straight into the bottle. So this is going to allow for a lot of damage. And one thing I find curious about Denny's build, we're not going for marching machines at all. We're going straight for laser beams and rockets. So he's probably going to secure himself. After he gets the Soul Ring, he's probably going to go straight for a Dagon, as we saw in the previous game, and just start dealing out the damage. And the amount of damage that he can deal is absolutely absurd. Army of Plague Wards is going to make commitment to this tier 1 tower a little bit more difficult, but however, we do have a freaking tornado, which is just death and annoyance in a bottle. And as a result, this tier 1 tower at the middle lane will take a fall, being secured by the team of Na'Vi. That friggin' tornadoes. That's all I have to say. Screw that. And a nice little bit of free gold for Light of Heaven. Can't complain about free conversions. They give a lot of gold. Hand got to go down. Daddy in a little bit of trouble down here at the bottom lane, it seems. Or I'm not sure what happened there exactly. Suddenly takes all this damage. We should be fine. Morphling to waveform over the SK. Who can come out ahead in this engagement? Morphing to strength straight away. And Morphling is just simply gonna, once again, waddle or slide or whatever form of transport he uses, I guess, sort of flow his way to safety. Puppy looking to be working his way towards a mechanism, as you'd expect, securing up that headdress. The next to be picked up is, of course, Buckler, which builds into that glorious, glorious mechanism. Queen of Pain going straight for an Aghanim Scepter for the 40-second cooldown on the screen. It's a fairly early Aghanims. Typically, you go for a bit more mana regen first, just something as simple as a Void Stone or a Sheep Stick, because the lowered cooldown for the ulti, you can't really take advantage of that till level 3. If we have a look here, Scepter cooldown, it's still significantly less. Currently moving in, we're gonna have, holy crap, Leshrac immediately getting bursted down. Scream as well as the laser beam and rockets. So much burst damage to come out of the team of Na'Vi. That's something I neglected to notice, just the insane amount of burst damage. And imagine this synergized with a Shadow Demon. We initiate with a Disruption, we put on that Soul Catcher, which is a massive amplification of damage, and then all of a sudden, they're friggin' dead. They're dead, and that's all there is to it. That's all they will write, because they're friggin' dead. Beastmaster going to secure himself a Rune of Invisibility, placing a ward down and counter-warding the counter-ward. Whatever. Everything's stabilized. How's the stacking of the Ancient Count going? Yep, still nothing more has happened. It's downright unfortunate, needless to say. And Chen has just got a fantastic army for himself. 2 Wildkins and an Ursa Warrior. He's no doubt happy about that. 2 Tornadoes. Is there anything that's more annoying? I'm not sure. Good God. At this stage of the game, double Tornado, which are invulnerable, have essentially infinite range. It's going to be friggin' annoying. Beastmaster already thinking about trying to do some damage. In fact, the vast majority of WhA has agents getting in position. We want to try and get a gank on this Chen. The reinforcements for Na'Vi are rolling in. Don't forget that Dendy can TP on one of these creeps. And Chen Nuke to go down, stealing his boar as well. And suddenly, the poor ball raw to go out, but he's still friggin' dead, without a doubt. And Dendy's down here doing some work, but he's taking a lot of damage in the meantime. The Beastmaster will take a fall, and the team of WhA has agents will back off from this attempted gank. Morphling is currently sitting on 69 for 5, doing all right. He's not having a great time, but he's not having a bad time either. He's getting a relatively decent amount of farm. 2 kills as well, which is going to definitely make up for the not perfect amount of losses, but still pretty decent, actually, especially for a tournament game. He's doing a very good job, and 2 kills, he's going to be able to work his way to some fantastic items. 1700 in the bank. He might go straight for a Ghost Scepter into a Thorough Blade. It's still fairly early in the game, so it would be a good pickup, or maybe he wants to build into that Lincoln's. Is that really necessary? It might be, actually. It could potentially absorb a big chunk of burst damage from the Tinker. It could absorb a Burrow Strike or a Disruption, so it would be a nice pickup. Pause are going to be had. Hopefully we'll resume in the next couple of moments. Yes, indeed. Straight back into the action. Split Earth and Burrow Strike, so he did get hit by it. And this is a nice army of conversions for the team of WhA has agents. Fortification is going to go down, immediately stopping the edict from the Leshrac, which gives them about 15 seconds of breathing room. And suddenly Dendy is here, the rockets are fly out, very nice of the SK to give them vision. And the rocket's doing a big chunk of damage, forcing the both of them to back off. We're still currently chasing on the Enigma, we might catch him out. Blinking ahead, the Queen of Pain, do we have any form of transport in the Tinker? Not just yet. Burrow Strike to go down, I'm not sure whether that Miss Malphite stun to go down, and the Enigma, after eating a Chen nuke, will be able to get away, but suddenly Queen of Pain, the ulti, gets him, and the Enigma takes a fall, but the Queen of Pain taking a lot of damage as a result. Disruption, as well as Chen to send him straight back to the base to recuperate, and Morphling is working his way on this tower. We have TPs coming back in. Will it be enough? It is now in deny range. One more right click will do it. Is it going to be enough? Can we get the deny? Yes indeed. Nice deny to come in from the Tinker. Replica to be forced out, rockets to fly through, trying to do some damage to it as much as we can, but very nicely done by Na'Vi. If I were the Morphling, I honestly would have backed off and waited until we could have guaranteed that tower kill, because denying is pretty easy, let's be honest here. Ring of Bacillus, Arcane Boots, and Mechanism. Chen's having a pretty good time thus far. SK having double damage in hand. How are we going to utilize this? SK isn't exactly someone that can take full advantage of the double damage. His right-click damage isn't that significant. Most of his damage comes from Burrow Strike and Epicenter, but you can't really complain about a bit of extra damage, which is essentially free. It doesn't really come at any cost, and we're finally farming this Ancient Camp that's been stacked up relatively well. But because of that, the use of that Observer Ward, it was by no means stacked to the level that it could have been. I mean, that was just 3 stacks maybe, and we're 17 minutes in. Not exactly great. Smoke of Deceit to go out. We're looking for some easy kills. A nice little army for Chen. Once again, we've got 2 Wildkins and a Dark Troll, so we've got some Disables and those friggin' Tornadoes. This Hood getting caught out. The Venomancer is freaking dead. Getting a Venomous Gale off just before he falls, using those skills, doing a little bit of damage, weakening the bulk of Na'Vi's army. Will it be enough, however? Beastmaster moving into position. He's going to try and do what damage he can, but what damage is that going to be? Some axes, and that's about it, and he doesn't want to get caught out. Disruption to initiate, and then we have a Burrow Strike to follow. He will be freaking dead before he even realizes what's going on. We're going to be taken down, blinking straight in. A Burrow Strike to go down on Cry Asia, and the Beastmaster is freaking dead, not even able to get his draw off before he takes a fall. And an easy couple of kills for the team of Na'Vi. Fortification is going to go down, but it's not going to be enough to save this tower, because WhA has agents do not have the defenses that they need to try and save the day. Farda thinking of coming in from behind, but he will just get absolutely obliterated if he does. We're blinking straight to the Burrow Strike, going into the Enigma once again, and he's going to get taken down, but a nice black hole to save the day, but the Shadow Strike dot is too much rather. Venomancer taking some damage, so is the Morphling. We're moving in laser beams and rockets to fly out, and Blink to scream is enough to save the day. A double kill being secured here by the Queen of Pain. And Leshrac thinking, I can't take this, they can't do it at all. And now the team of Na'Vi are just perfectly fine to continue to push onto their base. They're going to be able to secure this tier 3 tower and transition this into a barracks. They might even back off and do Roshan. It's all up to them as to how they want to proceed from here on out. Split Earth to go down, a nicely placed one indeed. And Wildkin's getting awfully low, might get taken down, but we have to be careful. The rockets to fly out do a big chunk of damage. And of course, the March of the Machines, fighting into March is very difficult. We're going to try and take down this tower, which we will successfully do. Na'Vi going to keep pushing. We're not going to back off after achieving victory after victory. This could be a bad idea. Raw to go down on our side. Waveform to go through. Ulti to come out, and Hand of God to fly down as well. Trying to TP the disruption back to base, but it will not be enough. But the Epicenter means the Morphling instantly pops, and Leshrac takes a fall as well. Beastmaster could find himself caught out. Venomancer is taking a lot of damage. He's going to fall to the rockets. Laser beams to fly out on the Enigma. 2 members of WhA has agents barely getting away. Morphling buying back, wants to try and help out as best as he can. But he is going to, he just teleports straight in there, and this could be his death, using the replicate, of course. Mech charge to go down, and these 2 Wildkins are just doing work, and the Earth go down. Blink to Burrow Strike, morphing the strength straight away, and a lot of AoE damage to come out of the Leshrac, and Na'Vi have to back off. The Farda has to be careful, blinking away. One more right click will do it. The Leshrac takes a fall, but now the Queen of Pain has to run away from the Beastmaster, but reinforcements rolling in for Na'Vi. Laser beams and rockets doing so much damage to the poor Beastmaster when he was at full HP. Now he's at none. No black hole coming in from the Enigma either, which would be great at this moment. Na'Vi definitely very happy that they used up Dendy. What has he currently got? Not going for Dagon. 3,600 and Bank. Dagon would be next. Venomancer immediately being shut down. Blink to Burrow Strike with the laser beams doing so much damage. A curse landed down on him as well. This game is action-packed, and the Enigma has to be so careful. Another Blink to Burrow Strike would be his death, and it is going to be coming in at the next moment. I guarantee it. Meanwhile, the middle racks has been taken down. Na'Vi's assault is relentless. They just do not back off. Now the team of WhA has agents trying to do some damage where they can. Light of Heaven just going to blink away to safety. The Chen has to be a little bit careful, though. He doesn't have all that much escapability. I'm going to send the Queen of Pain back to base. She jumps in to do a little bit of damage. She's absolutely fine. Denny moving in, a lot of damage to come out, but he has to be careful as well. He's taking a lot. The Split Earth, the Pulse Nova. Denny takes it forward, but Burrow Strike, are we going to see an Epicenter out of him? No, it is currently off cooldown, and Blow Your Brain is immediately going to be taken down as well. Pulse Nova, Adaptive Strike, a lot of AoE damage, and Na'Vi really should have backed off earlier, in my opinion. They continued to fight when they just had victory after victory. But then again, Na'Vi is about relentless pressure. I said earlier that they should back off, and they ended up continuing to push on. They got more kills. They got the barracks. And one of the reasons Na'Vi's so great is they just keep pushing. But Puppy's about to get caught out. Edict being absorbed up by the ball here. Very nice, but getting caught out by a Split Earth. Beastmaster coming in to reinforce. Puppy is freaking dead. The Roar is currently on cooldown. However, he might be able to get away. And he has a mech charge to bring himself back up to a relative amount of health. Ball coming out, trying to get the slow down on him. Will be enough. Split Earths go down. It is not enough. Well, it doesn't go off rather, but however, this will be enough. Mouth the Sun to go down on Puppy. He's freaking dead. Mech charge to go down. Queen of Pain coming in to reinforce. Split Earth being dodged by Puppy. Very nicely done. Hand of God to go down. We're using all of our cooldowns to try and save the day, but it's not enough. And Light of Heaven might take a fall as well. Edict doing a lot of damage, but he does blink away to safety. We are continuing on with the chase for the team of WhA Agents, or maybe not. We're deciding to back off. We've got a kill on a very vital hero, and we will settle with that. Denny working his way to a Sheep Stick. Somewhat surprised we're not going straight for that Dagon like the last time, but I guess it's not. It's pretty awesome, let's be honest. That last game, Game 1 between Na'Vi and WhA Agents, Dendy with his level 5 Dagon did a spectacular amount of damage. And an invisibility rune to be secured by him. Who's going to die first? It's looking like it could potentially be the Beastmaster, but we do have the Roar to use a bit of defense. But Light of Heaven is moving in. Going to try and bait out the Roar, and then we're going to just completely blast the Dendy by the looks of it. Or blast the Beastmaster, or the Venomancer. Either one works out nicely. Burrow Strike to go in, but we do catch out an illusion. Roar to go down. Mouth the Sun to come in on Light of Heaven. This is not so great positioning, but a good black hole. Dendy is the only one that's not currently in. Doesn't have the Sheep Stick to stop the black hole. Two members of Na'Vi instantly melt, and now Dendy forced to back off before he gets taken down as well. Gonna juke between the trees and simply TP out, looking for him where we can, but the Split Earth catches him out, and this is going to be an easy triple kill for Na'Vi. Jesus Christ, he melted fast. Edict and all the damage to come out of the team of WhA Agents. Too much for Na'Vi, and after some great victories, it's a little bit of silly mistakes I feel have been made. However, they've got such an advantage. 7.5k in the gold department, 8k in the experience department, as well as all the map control that they have secured for themselves in the form of these towers. Na'Vi don't really have anything to worry about at this moment. They can just sit back, they can sort of arse around, which is what they've been doing. Chen getting very close to his Aghanim Scepter. That is going to be a 30-second cooldown on that Hand of God. Absolutely ridiculous. 400 heal every 30 seconds. Yes, please. And not to mention, it is completely global. And combined with the mechanism, we've got a lot of stability, a lot of healing power to come out of this Chen. He's such an awesome hero in that regard. Lately, actually becoming one of my favorites. He's just fun to play. If you can micro, he's fun to play. If you can't micro, you'll probably hate him. Could have been having a point boost. I might be just using that for the mana and extra health. Or is he going to build into... I'm not sure. Like, maybe he wants to get a Bloodstone. We don't have... No point getting Aghanim, so I think he's just getting it for a bit of extra survivability. And, of course, a little bit of extra mana. Sheepstick still not in hand for the Tinker. Still has a little bit to go. We still need the Ultimate Orb. We still need, of course, that glorious Voidstone. He could actually be going for Shivas instead. For more AoE damage. We've got quite a bit. We've got March of the Machines and Shivas, so we'll have to wait and see. Sheepstick or Shivas, both are a possibility. Na'Vi continuing to push out this bottom lane. Tinker can join the fray at any moment, but just doing a little bit of split pushing at the moment. Trying to take down the tier 1 tower, which is still standing at top. And Enigma will have to be a little bit careful. He has a mechanism to back up. The rockets fly out. Look at the chunk of his health just immediately being removed out. Has to be very careful of the Dendy, who's capable of bursting him down. But down here in the bottom, engagement is going to happen. Cryagent moving in on the front line, getting caught out. However, Scream and Shadow Strike to go down on him. He is going to slowly walk his way back to safety. Very intimidating. And we're going to try and take down this replicate to make sure Morphling doesn't come in. They don't think that's a real one, do they? I certainly hope not. They use a curse on it, but the curse doesn't have that long of a cooldown. 5 seconds, so why not use it? Dendy really wants to secure this tier 1. It's getting very low, and the Enigma, as I mentioned before, has to be very careful. The rockets, insane range and insane damage, not to mention the laser beam, which is going to make his engagement just that little bit more difficult. And the March Machine is going to completely kill off any conversions that he brings into the fray. And with the team of WhA Agents being a little bit distracted, it seems we're going to go straight for the Roshan. We're going to try and take him down. Incorrectly named Tornado once again. The creeps are always named wrong for some strange reason, but Beta is Beta. Also, the most annoying bug lately is SK and Rubik don't show up as being invisible as when they should be. So I'll see them mingling about with the enemy team. I'm like, why aren't they attacking him? And it turns out he's invisible, but it's just not showing the animation. It's A little bit unfortunate, but again, beta is beta. I hope these things are fixed up for the International. It will not be good. And Rashawn getting very low in HP with being scouted out. Death is potentially rolling in. Gonna have to take him down fast. Disruption to go down there on the Queen of Pain, or actually on the Venomancer. And he has taken a fall. Actually trying to take the kill does not happen. Queen of Pain securing. Venomancer takes a fall very rapidly. Queen of Pain moving forward once again. The Morphling waveforming his way to safety. Jeez, that Venomancer melted fast. Did we use an ulti? Didn't even use an ulti. I'm not even sure how he died so quickly. I guess it was a curse and the scream and just the damage is too much. Too much for him to handle. And with Queen of Pain looking to be working her way towards a sheep stick, I'm going to most definitely guess that the Tinker will be going for a Sheepers. In fact, we've just bought something. We spent some of our money. It doesn't show his stash, however. Where the hell is that Tinker? Where'd that bloody bastard go? There he is. Yeah, he did indeed secure himself a Shivas. So the amount of AoE damage to come out of him is going to be absurd. The creep waves will melt. March of the Machines combined with the Shivas, damage far too much for anyone to heal, and it means that they're going to have such great positioning, and Fodder's about to be taken down. The damage from the Split Earth is not enough. Chen ulti to go down, a lot of damage to be dealt. Shivas as well as the Epicenter, and every single member of FOD of WhA is currently melting, but a nice black hole immediately getting bursted down, however, by the Tinker. Light of Heaven taking a lot of damage, has the Aegis of the Immortal, doesn't care in the slightest. Rockets to fly out, Venomancer takes another fall, Cryasia takes a fall as well. The sole survivor of this engagement is Unicorn, the Morphling, who escapes away back to the safety of this fountain. We still didn't use the Aegis of the Immortal, currently sitting nicely in the hand of Light of Heaven. Or possibly like in the friggin' breasts of Queen of Pain, probably. Or somewhere else. Ugh. This top tower has 11 HP. Tinker immediately going back is like, I want this tower. I really want this tower. And he is going to get a fortification, is going to go down. It is only going to stall the inevitable. Adaptive Strike to go down on Light of Heaven. Going to make some conversion. Lincoln Sphere absorbing the spell here. The disruption, I'm going to guess it was, which it was indeed. Curse to land down. Morphling still has to be very careful. He can take a lot of damage despite all the points that he has morphed into strength. Purge is going to go down. Shadow Strike to follow. Venomous Gale to go down as well. Trying to help out as best we can. The Morphling is going to melt, but so is Arsart taking so much damage. Dendy returning to the fray. The Split Earth to go down. The Aegis of the Immortal is going to be used. And the Venomancer taking a lot of damage. Immediately getting nuked down by Chen. And the Queen of Pain has returned to the fray. Enigma has to be careful. We have no black hole to come out of him, and Morphling pushing him forward. And the Enigma's just, I mean, the Queen of Pain just dealing so much damage, but she is getting caught out. Scream to go out. Fodder taking a lot of damage. One more right click will do it. Will Light of Heaven be able to get the kill? Will not. Fodder just barely survives. And Team of Na'Vi electing to back off after achieving a nice little victory. Queen of Pain's just going to buy back straight into the game. Doesn't give a crap. TB straight back nearby. Jeez, I gotta say, tracking Dendy is actually really difficult because suddenly he just appears in nowhere. And here we are moving in once again. Shiva's Guard to fly out immediately, blinging into position. Burrow Strike to go down. Cryasia is looking very dead. Malphus Stun as well as a Brawl to go down there on the SK. And Cryasia might just barely escape from this. Depends on where Dendy wants to pursue. We're going to continue pushing the base. A nice Split Earth picking up two heroes. Light of Heaven taking a lot of damage. Venomous Gale, Mech Charge to go down. And the damage will not be enough. And then we have the ulti to come out of the Venomancer. An ulti to fly out. Queen of Pain going to be TP'd back to base once again. Blow your brain time, do what he can. Immediately being Adaptive Strike. Currently has that Epicenter, and here he goes. Oh wait, that's Dendy. Malphus Stun to go down. In comes the Epicenter. Are we going to see an Epicenter? No, we're just going to try and right click them down. We have two members very, very low. Dendy taking a lot of damage. Adaptive Strike. Split Earth missing right there. Defensive Disruption to be used, and now Unicorn currently running for his life. Several members getting very low. I'm so surprised Enigma didn't take a fall there. Hasn't used his mechanism either, which is somewhat surprising to me. Dendy TPing himself back to base, of course, to the safety of the base, going to return straight back into the fray. And Na'Vi just continuing to beat down on this tower. No reason to stop, no reason to discontinue this, but TPs are rolling in. Now they have a reason to stop. Poppy is probably dead by the looks of it. We're going to try and TP Arsart back to base, and looks like the time will be enough, but Poppy might get caught out. Mech Charge to go down. Suddenly the Queen of Pain is here as well. Lincoln Sphere absorbing the Burrow Strike down there, and Fodder takes a fall. Light of Heaven might pay for it, however. Axes to fly out. Negative Urn Charge to go down as well. And now Blow Your Brain has to be very careful, blinking away to safety. And the Queen of... And now Dendy's coming in. Here comes the death. He's freaking dead. Is this the wisest of engagements? However, Queen of Pain's very low. Raw to go down. She is freaking dead. And now Tinker has to be careful, but he's still continuing to blink in and do damage, not caring if he falls at all. He has no money, so he actually can't buy back. Epicenter to go down. Not the best Epicenter, but still doing a lot of damage. The Black Hole immediately going to be cancelled here because of the low HP on the Enigma, but using it before he dies. The SK still surviving. The Queen of Pain is making her way back here without a doubt. Access to fly out. Cryasia running his way back to the fountain, but he gets disrupted. However, more reinforcements are rolling in. Morphling a waveform to go down. Arsad is taking a lot of damage. He should be fine. However, Blow Your Brain is not going to be so lucky and does get bursted down by the entire team of WhA agents. Everyone buying back as soon as they fall because they have the money. They have no reason not to. WhA agents holding up very nicely a valiant defense and look like they're going straight for Shadow Demon. And is he going for a Bloodstone? That's not exactly something you'd expect to see every day, but why not? Why not? We've got the gold, so many towers to be secured by him. May as well. But he is going to back off, not going to be taken down by WhA agents yet. But is still continuing to hide it out in the jungle. Do a little bit of farming, have a relatively good time. Watch the neutral creeps melt. There's a lot of damage to come out of 4 stacks of that Shadow Poison. WhA agents unifying at this middle lane, wanting to push out and do what damage they can do. The Shrek very behind on items. 2 braces and an Ogre Club. Not having Agonins, not having a Soul... Bloodstone, sorry. Not having a BKB. Currently moving in. Burrow Strike and Scream to fly out. A lot of damage with the Mech Charge is going to heal them up to relative safety. Puppey getting bursted down, almost being taken down. Hand of God as well as a mechanism to go out. And the right-click damage coming out of the Morphling going to be dealt to the Queen of Pain. Going to have to blink itself away once again. Get TP back to base. Enigma takes a fall. And morphing to strength. The Morphling is absolutely fine, but is taking a lot of damage. Currently going in on Puppey. Puppey is looking to be relatively dead. SK also just secured a kill on the poor Beastmaster once again. Meanwhile, however, reinforcements rolling in. Puppey just barely going to escape, or will he? One more right click will do it. The waveform myths, and he is going to get away. Rockets to fly out from Tinker, and god damn it, that is a sad Morphling wanting to get this Puppey so badly and is unable to secure it, missing the waveform. One last right click would have been enough. Poor guy, and now the team of WhA agents are bashing on him for it, just having a little bit of fun. Can't even hit wave, and the GGs are being called out. Na'Vi absolutely dominating in this game. 1500, closing in on 20k in the gold department. With same can be said for the XP department. Na'Vi are flying out ahead. Team WhA agents are disconnecting. The GGs have been called out as of a few moments ago. And Na'Vi now just have the luxury of pushing straight into their base. Tinker wants kills, however. Marching the machine straight into the fountain, doing what damage he can. Will be enough. Can he actually refill the bottle from here? I don't think so. I know you can buy items. Raw to go down on Puppey. The damage be enough. Scream and Blink and ulti, and the epicenter in the fountain kills everyone. And a Sand King securing himself a triple kill. How does that even happen? I don't know. Now we're going to go in the Beastmaster, diving straight into the fountain. No member cares at all. Tinker going straight in alongside the Shadow Demon. The Shadow Demon might take a fall, however, has to be careful, but does use disruption and gets blocked here by the Morphling. Lincoln's Sphere being absorbing up some damage, morphing to strength. He will get taken down, but the Ancient does fall before it can happen. GG, well played, coming out of both sides. Na'Vi take the victory in Game 2 of the playoffs, securing it 2-0 and moving up in this tournament or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, Na'Vi versus WhA agents. As I mentioned just a few moments ago, this has been the Defense 2, brought to you and organized by joinDOTA, commentated by Toshley, and sponsored by WhA and BenQ. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.